I'm going to call to order the Tuesday, November 22nd school board meeting. This is an organizational meeting today. A reminder to all that our district vision is student success, ! Our district mission is we will provide an innovative educational environment that allows and inspires success for everyone. I'm going to ask that we stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. And Mr. Oliva, will you lead us today?
Since you left and discussed earlier.
Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'm going to open up the floor for nominations for the position of school board chair.
Andrew Messina.
Second.
Mrs. Rendell makes a motion, seconded by Mr. Vincent.
Just for procedure, they do not have to be seconded.
Yes, thank you. And the motion has been made.
All nominations will be accepted.
For Andrea Messina to serve as school board chair. Do we do this one at a time, or do we go for?
No competing nominations.
Are there any other nominations? Is there a motion to close nominations?
I just did.
Second.
That requires a second.
And seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, I think, Mrs. Messina,
We'll work
for another year.
diligently.
I'm now opening the floor for nominations for office of the school board vice chair position.
Ian Vincent.
Okay, motion made by, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, Aline. I heard the voice. I just wasn't sure. Is there a second?
You don't need
No
seconds
second.
on
Oh, I'm
that.
sorry. I don't
Mr.
need a
McKinley
second.
has
Is there-
educated us properly.
I apologize. Are there any further nominations?
Lee Swift.
I will withdraw my name.
Mr. Swift is withdrawing. Any other nominations? Is there a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
We have a nomination for Mr. Ian Vincent as vice chair of the board. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Congratulations, Mr. Vincent. Moving to the next item on our agenda this morning. After a few last-minute adjustments, you have the dates before you. And I believe they are now accurate. December 13th, January 17th were updated. We do, again, just to draw your attention, we do have the same scenario next November as we had this year, where the third Tuesday after the first Monday falls during the week of Thanksgiving. While we are in school, most folks head to the hills, so to speak, by about 4 o'clock that afternoon. So we are going to have our regular business meeting on the 13th, the organizational meeting as we're having it today, and the plan right now is to have that at 9 a.m. on Tuesday the 20th. The following 4 or 5 years, this becomes a non-issue. So meeting dates are before you. I will accept a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion?
I can't get my mouth in quick enough for these. I start and stop.
If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. The last item of business that is before you is the selection of board member and alternate to serve as Florida School Board Association legislative liaison. So I'm opening the floor for nominations, volunteers?
Lee Swift, and for a couple of reasons, or Andrew, because if two of you are going to be in Tallahassee anyways,
I'm going to vote with Lee on this one. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it would be appropriate.
to
for
have a
Ms.
third
Messina.
person that we're paying
No.
transportation for.
I'm just saying, I don't think it would be appropriate for Mrs. Messina since she's going to be an employee of
Yeah.
FSBA.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. I forgot about Lee. Right.
Last year, you guys, wanted me to do it, and I said, "Oh my God, don't make me do that." Right. So I have no problem if nothing else as alternate.
okay, if you don't mind, that'd be
Yes.
great.
As alternate, yeah,
Okay.
Is that all right, Mr. Swift? You good with that?
Can you handle it?
Fine with me.
Maybe in
since
your
you're going to
alternate?
be there anyways.
All right, so we'll have nominate, I move that we appoint Lee Swift as our liaison to FSBA Legislative Committee, and
Yes.
Ian Vincent as
On
our
it
alternate.
anyway.
What's that?
I'm on it anyway.
Exactly.
So why? I pay for someone else.
It has been moved that Mr. Swift will serve as the liaison, Mr. Vincent as the alternate. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. I will now turn the gavel back to
Thank you.
our new board chair.
Okay, as far as board member committee assignments, the actual list of all the liaisons, if there's no objection, we'll do that at our next scheduled workshop so that we can have some extended conversation. Mr. Swift, did you want to say something?
Don't we also have to elect the officers of the two leasing corporations at this meeting?
We always have before.
That's not at this meeting, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? All right.
Okay.
And they're automatically the chair and the vice chair.
Right, but we have to have the motion.
That's right.
So moved.
Wait a minute, Mr. Swift, what were you going to say?
I was going to ask Mr. McKinley, don't we have to adjourn the meeting?
And
the
then
regular
call to order the meeting of the
Call to order
leasing
the
corp.
meeting of each one of those corporations and then elect the officers?
I don't know about that. I think that the board, the school board appoints the membership to your leasing corporation. So I think that you can do that at a board meeting. Then the leasing corporation gets together and does what it needs to do. I think. This is a new one on me.
Yeah, my memory is that after this organizational meeting, at the next regular meeting, it's an action item, isn't it? You're saying no. Then why wouldn't it have been on the agenda that they had from
I don't
last
know.
year?
Do you
Do
know,
you
Barry?
have last year's agenda on
I'm
your?
not sure what you have adjourned, but you would need the annual meeting of the leasing corp.
But would we do that at this organizational meeting?
I don't think it's required to be done at this one, it just has to be done, especially since we're not actually changing.
Okay, well, it's not going to make much
Yeah,
difference,
You
so
don't have any business to do, so why don't we just defer this item
Yeah.
until the regular meeting so we know what the procedural steps are?
It was done at the November 16th meeting last year.
was it? It's on the agenda there?
Yeah.
What does it
See
say?
that?
It says at this time, the November 16th regular school board meeting will recess in order to hold a meeting of the Charlotte School Board Leasing Corporation to address the following items: reorganization of the Charlotte School Board Leasing Corporation.
Right.
Okay, let's just do that then.
Okay, so then, if there is no objection, we will adjourn the regular meeting, the organizational meeting, excuse me, of the School Board of Charlotte County, and call to order, is it, Ian, help me out here because I don't have that in front of me, it's the leasing corporation.
Hold a meeting of the Charlotte School Board Leasing Corporation.
Right, Charlotte School Board Leasing Corporation. All right, so we'll call that meeting to order here. And there are two motions, I think, during the leasing corporation. The first motion is that the new chair and vice chair serve as the president and vice president of the leasing corporation. Is that what you would see on that attachment there?
You know, pass this down. There's the agenda.
In last year's, going by that, it says the bylaws of the Charlotte School Board Leasing Corporation require an annual meeting, which should be the same date as the school board's annual reorganization
There we go.
meeting. At this annual meeting, the new chairman and vice chairman of the school board will take office as the chairman/president and vice chairman/vice
Yeah.
president of the leasing corporation.
Correct, right. So, can I get a motion for that?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded that the chairman become the president of the School Board Leasing Corporation, and the vice chairman will be serving as the vice president of the School Board Leasing Corporation. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Mr. Swift. I do recall, Mr. Swift, there was, at one point, we also had a second motion which had the school board serve as the other, the members. That was the actual organization. What is your memory of the other one that we're missing?
I thought we had two separate leasing corporations, one for the QZAB
No, it's just
bond,
one leasing corporation.
Yeah.
and one for the
One corporation.
It's just one.
okay,
You do both, that corporation would do both.
okay.
All right. Then, if there's nothing else, we will adjourn the School Board Leasing Corporation and I'm sorry, did somebody say something? Oh. And call back to order the organizational meeting of the School Board of Charlotte County. Moving down the agenda, attorney comment.
Nothing to set this morning, Madam Chair.
We're all off our game right now. These morning meetings are not working for us. Board member comment, Mr. Swift.
Nothing, Madam Chairman.
Mr. Vincent.
Nothing today.
Ms. Miller.
I just want to congratulate Andrea again,
Thank you.
and also Ian. And happy Thanksgiving. That's it.
Mrs. Rendell. And for me, just happy Thanksgiving, safe travels, especially Mr. Superintendent. You're going to be on the road, I know, and any others who happen to be traveling during this holiday season. Superintendent comment is right here for you.
Thank you. I think I see what happened is if you pull up last year's organizational meeting, it was just what we have. We then went into the regular board meeting, and it was in the regular board
Yes.
meeting agenda to take care of the business we just did.
Right.
Because I couldn't figure out how we missed this.
That's why I thought
On
it
the
was on the
agenda.
next meeting. It was the next meeting. It just happened to be the same day.
It's the same day.
Gotcha.
So I've made a notation here.
Very
that
good catch, Mr.
Next
Swift.
year, we build it into this agenda. So we don't have the same.
And Ms. Dow, you'll probably make a note of that too, probably. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Just very quickly, I do want to remind those who may be out there listening or viewing this in the future that we are going to have a State of the Education breakfast, and that's going to fall between today and our next school board meeting. So just one opportunity to plug that. It's Wednesday, December 7th, 2011. From 7:30 to 8:30, people will be in and out in that 1 hour. We will have continental breakfast kind of items from our culinary arts folks. So come around 7:30, we'll have 15 minutes of coffee. It will be at the Charlotte Tech Center on the first floor in the auditorium. Information, I'm going to make sure that we get information put up on our website so people can take a look and get a little more detail. The cost is $10 per person, payment made to the Charlotte School Foundation, Charlotte Local Foundation, Educational Foundation, CLEF. And we're asking that people respond by November 30th. Okay? So just word out there. We'd like to see a lot of our community members come for that presentation. I'll be sharing data about our district and then have a period of time at the end for some questions and answers as well.
And have you I know you're on the board of directors with the chamber, but have you given them this information to distribute to their members?
I am on Monday.
Perfect.
This coming Monday.
I was
We'll go out.
Similar question with county commissioners, all local people.
Yes.
are going to be so open to the public. Make sure everybody knows that.
Well, since it'll be a front page story probably from the newspaper, we don't have that problem.
I have 7:15 to 8:15. I wrote that in there a while ago.
No, our flyer is 7:30 to 8:30.
I'm sorry, one more question. Are we going to have a press release on that anytime soon?
Yes. We'll
Perfect.
get that out as well. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Safe travels.
Okay. Then if there's no further business to come before the board, this meeting is adjourned.